Good morning, love. I hope you slept well. My name is Beth. I am a life coach. I help you find more joy in your life so you can stop being miserable and start having more fun. So today's question is, do you ever do anything that you have to be brave for? So for me, my answer is yeah. This past weekend, I was talking to my husband. We were in Florida, and he's a surfer, and I've always loved surfing, and I've been surfing like one time before on a vacation, probably 15 plus years ago, maybe 20. Anyway, so but I really wanted to go, and so I said something to him about it, that I was like, sometime we need to go on a vacation when we don't have our dog and I can go surfing with you. And he was like, well, I'll just call my mom and she can come watch the dog and we can go. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, I liked it, but I also was like, wait, but I'm not ready yet. Like, what if I can't do it? What if I can't, get out there? Or like, what if, all kinds of things were coming up in my mind. And so like I even had like a day to kind of like dwell on the terrible what ifs. And it was very, very kind of sad that instead of me being like, oh, I'm so excited, like maybe I get to go out there and like try this new thing and all this stuff, instead my brain did what brains do, and it did worst case scenario. What if you get eaten by a shark? Oh, even though I'm watching all these other surfers out there, nobody's getting eaten by sharks. And in the, I'm like, what if I can't even paddle out there because I'm not in as good a shape as I used to be? And so that was one of my biggest concerns, is that I just physically wasn't going to be able to do that. And then I also thought about that is terrible and not how I want to live my life, which is a good reason. So realizing that helped me discover my deep down why I want to work out more and get in better shape, is because I don't want to not do things in my life because I'm afraid that I won't physically be able to do them. And just not the life I want to have. I want to be able to do all the fun adventures and stuff like that. So, and also one of the things that I was worried about is that because I'm a redhead and I burn easily in the sun, but my husband had bought me this full body suit to wear when we go to the beach, so that I don't burn to death. And I also then was like, oh well, what if I look silly wearing this and all this stuff, or what if I look silly if I go out there and I just lay on the board all day and I don't ever get up, and then all these people are going to be looking at me and talking crap about me, and all these terrible things are brain dead. And my husband is very sweet and didn't let me talk myself out of it. And he's like, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And you know what? It was fine. There was nobody laughed at me and talked shit about me. I didn't fall and die. I didn't get eaten by a shark. Nothing like that. Nothing bad happened. This suit was great. I did not burn to death, which is a legit fear, by the way, because I burn so easily. But that was the most legit fear that I have, that my brain was going through. But yeah, everything was fine. I did not end up standing up. I have also learned my balance really needs to improve. It is much harder than it looks. They make it look so easy. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but anyway. But yeah, it was fine. I had all that mind drama ahead of time, and none of it happened. Everything was fine, and I had a good time. It was cool. I got to hang out out in the ocean with my husband. We were chatting. He was teaching me some things, helping explain about surfing and like what to look for and how to catch a wave and all that. And like it was a really great experience. And had I let my fear take control and like my mind drama get a hold of me, I wouldn't have had that. And that would have been very sad. And I would have been very disappointed with myself and very upset about it. So I'm very glad that I was brave and I did it anyway. I had the thought of like, ooh, this might be fun. And then I went for it. So, and I had to get a little bit of help. Like I had to have my husband not let me talk myself out of it. It's sometimes we need that extra support. If there's something you want to do and because your brain can be very convincing, if you don't want to get talked out of it, sometimes you need to get a little extra help. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's what other good people and good friends are for. So, anyway, know that even if you have a fun idea and it's something you're going to do, be totally fine at, your brain might still try to talk you out of it because, again, it's something different and your brain doesn't like different things. And it could talk you out of doing something really fun. It was a great experience. And at the end, by the way, I did get a little bit of I didn't stand up, but I kind of ended up body surfing like all the way to the front, and it was really fun. So that was cool. So don't let your brain talk you out of doing things that you want to do. You have to be brave and do the scary things and go against your mean brain. So that being said, what is something that you have done that is brave, or something that you want to do that you need to be brave for? So let me know in the comments, and you can send me a message. And if you need some encouragement, and send me a message and let me know. I hope that you have a great day. Be brave.